Hello, it is me, Mr. Development Man, and I'm here to type on my keyboard for a bit. Now, I want to check my audio levels, so I'm going to tap this button, and then the music's going to stop, and I'm going to play this. I want to check my audio levels, so I'm going to... And then you can hear me twice, that's good. Okay, my mic sounds fine. Music can go louder, but I don't care. Leak the lore, oh, that'd be interesting. Fun thing about like Minecraft lore, or like developing your own kind of Minecraft lore, is you kind of have like a rough idea in the background, but like it doesn't matter. You just make stuff that kind of makes sense. But we do have like some ideas on like lore and stuff we do. Hello, Spider Colo. Right, how do I live stream? I switch this button here and it switches to here. So what I want to do today, it says at the bottom there, I want to make some decoration blocks because that's nice and easy to do on stream. There's not much thinking for me to do there. I've got the textures ready. I'm going to show off some of the things we've been working on, which is always fun. And maybe a bit of more complicated stuff if I want to. I don't know. So, let me quickly do something, which is to double check that everything is working, because I don't live stream. I don't know how these things work. Hello, Farlands. Alright. Let's see, you can see it on the stream. Perfect. Look at my lovely, unmodeled, untextured blocks. Wow, what a great addition to the game. We'll talk about that more in a bit. There was a ghost town over there. That's fun. Because I want to stall a little bit, I'll show you some of the things that we've recently added. So these little destroyed buildings here, these were added for 1.20, and they have there's some suspicious red sand, which you can of course brush away to get some extra loot. Got a gold ingot, that's nice. You get these, you can also get them in the road and stuff. And a more recent change after 1.20, this is actually quite recent, was a change to the poltergeist. If you remember that, it used to be, it used to not look like a cauldron. I don't know why it didn't look like a cauldron, but now it looks like a cauldron, and it has a cool little effect. So the poltergeist, if you don't remember, that like affects blocks around it, like the ghosts do. It like changes them and stuff. What we did. It turned itself off, that's good. It is if you jump inside it, you get an achievement for one, but you get this possessed effect, and this will count up the longer you're in here. You see I'm getting more and more, and you also get more levels. It should go to possessed 2, and then up to like 4, I think. A little bit. It usually doesn't take that long. There you go. Oh wow, it really, oh wow. It really fast suddenly, it's not. Oh, no, we got 6, okay. Maybe 6 is the max. Either way, so you go in here, and then the higher it is, the quicker you will flick things that are nearby you. So it can be used for like mini games and stuff. It should, open the door. Oh, just a fun little thing. Nothing major, really. It's just there. That Scott was going for a swim. But okay, so let's get into some of the deserty stuff. Can you make a possessed chicken? You can absolutely make a possessed chicken. Of course you can. Any mobs that go in there also get the effect. The chicken is actually the mob I tested it with. So he's now affected. So if he walks over, he'll start flipping the levers. Or he should. It does work. I've seen it work. He's running away from me though. Believe me, it works. Right, some of the desert stuff. We have this block, which you can see generating around the water. So this block is aloe vera. which I actually have a model for it. That's the other guy. Here it is. Here's the model for it. I'm going to add in this model today. So this aloe vera, this item.biomemakeover aloe vera, this is a crop. We don't have the models really or any textures for it. But what it does is, if I was to, campfire, was to set myself on fire. Does that not set you on fire? Give me a fun seal. You can apply it to yourself. There's a little custom animation for that. And it didn't work. But what it's supposed to do is put you out of fire. Why didn't that work? I haven't tested it. Okay, by Asus. That doesn't work at the moment. Should do. But it was quite funny. Like, we designed that and we were like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. And then I like look up, I was like, I wonder if any other mods have added aloe vera and what they do with it. And I see the environmental mod by, I think it was Abnormals did it, and they had pretty much the exact same mechanic. We're like, oh damn. We designed this, it was very independent, but then we saw this other mod had it, and we're like, oh well, we'll keep it anyway. It's fine. But what I like about the aloe vera here is you get like this custom, like you're like slathering it over your face animation, which you don't really get with other things. That's a new thing I managed to do. I quite like that. It'll cool down. It's meant to. But what you can do with it, I can't even remember if I implemented this, is heal other mobs as well. So like if it's, yeah, I can apply it to the other mob and it will heal them. So it's a way to heal other mobs without you having to get healing potions or weakness potions or damaging potions in the case of zombies, which is useful. I think that would be good for like tamed animals and things, because making potions in this game sucks. And instead of improving that, we're bypassing it. I took a screenshot. That's what this aloe vera is. So you'll break it and then you can plant it back down, and it's a crop. If you're on environmental alongside Biome, no, it would be fine. You'd just have 2 blocks called the same thing. But honestly, people come into our Discord a lot. We're like, I've got 2 willow woods. Can I change this? Like, does it matter? I've been playing a mod pack and it has like 4 willow woods in there. No one cares. It's more textures. Textures are good. You can change the name of them, I guess, if you really wanted. Now, you might have spotted out the corner of your eye. This plant. This is a cool little plant. These textures and models are 100% placeholder. They're not final, so keep that in mind here. But these are succulents, and they're kind of cool. We've got 4 types at the moment. Can I just search for succulent? No. If I pop down to it's not the Biome Makeover tab. If I pop down, here they are. So that's aloe vera. So we got 4 different succulents. Is it 3 or 4? Aloe vera, it's kind of maybe it's 3. We've got 3 different succulents at the moment. We're gonna have a few more, and you can place these down anywhere in the block, or in the corners at least, and you can mix and match them as you want. And I think they're kind of cool. And if you then like break them, you get all 4 of them back. And yeah, they're just kind of pretty little decorative blocks. But like I said, placeholder texture, placeholder models, we're gonna improve them a lot. And you can't bone meal them yet, but you'll be able to bone meal them. We were talking about that yesterday. And things like that. So these are just little succulent plants that just grow occasionally in the desert. And yeah, I think they're pretty cool. There's like, it's kind of similar to like the sea pickle, but you can't like choose where the sea pickles go. But in this case, you can just place them pretty arbitrarily in the corners, like whichever ones that you choose, which I think is nice. And then the big ticket item is the mob that I've been working on, which is in the thumbnail, if you managed to see that. And that is a fella called the Dust Devil. So this guy's still very much a work in progress. I think, oh yeah, the cherry blossoms. I hate how they're called the pink petals. So we had pink petals, so we had to change ours to buds. The pink petals you can't choose, can you? That's, give me grass. Yeah, you can choose the direction you place them in, but you can't choose what corner they go in. So you kind of do, kind of can't. But the Dust Devil here. So this guy's a hostile mob, and he's going to have some interesting mechanics, which are not implemented yet. But here he is here. So he's in sort of the LA sort of Vex family, and he's this little guy. He's got a little sand tornado thing going on under him. And he's pretty cool. And he will attack you. So if I head into survival mode, he's going to find me, and he's going to summon a larger tornado, and then charge at me. I fell in a hole. But here he comes. Look at him go. I really like him. I can get more of them. They don't actually damage me. At the moment, they just kind of hug me. It's kind of nice. Yeah. But they're going to have some unique mechanics, which I don't know if I'm going to get into today. Maybe later on. But we're not going to spoil everything. There's a few things I'm not spoiling today. He does seem kind of slow. His AI is very much a work in progress. Just mainly working on the visuals and stuff at the moment. But I very much like him. There's a couple of bugs. If you always go back in when he can't target me, he just suddenly cuts out. There's a couple of bugs with him at the moment. Visual bugs, that is, that I want to work out. They shouldn't be too hard to do. One of those is if it goes on like a block that can be tilted, the particles are just all grey, which I think that's an easy fix. But yeah, it's a fun little mob. I like him. There's one more thing I'll show you. Well, technically two. But if I grab myself a chest and I grab myself a banner, let's even grab a ominous banner from Biome Makeover, and I head back to this village. We have... Where are the camels gone? I saw them before. Camels. Oh, we get our own camels. So, camels are cool, but we had a bit more utility to them, such as... Do I put it in the slot? I haven't done this in a while. Oh no, I give them a saddle first, that's right. Saddle. Where'd my chest go? Chests. Game crashed. That's not meant to happen. Why did that happen? That hasn't happened before. Post tag not empty. Why did the game crash? What? Why? Debugging live. Why did that happen? So it pushes and I don't pop it. Okay, simple. That must have been a recent change, because that's definitely worked before. Fun. So when the game loads up, I will show you a lovely chest camel. Which is still... I think camels are still slower than donkeys, so we're not ruining that. Yeah, I agree with you, Spider-Call. It might be something we even cut at some point. But camels are cool. They're very cool, but they're not useful. Is the thing. So giving them another use is helpful. This is more of just an extra feature, not really one that you need to like worry about, if you know what I mean. It's just a small thing. I don't expect many people are ever going to use it. In the same way that people don't use chest boats. It's just better, it's just easier ways to do like transport items. There is another feature which with the camels, which I wanted to show as well. Come on. Oh, crashed again. Why? What do you post stack not empty? Where is it not empty? I'm pushing and popping the pose there. Interesting. I'll look at that later. I want to just start a new world, I guess. Why is that crashing? I'm really confused by that. Because that's not normally a crash you'd get with that sort of thing either. But you get to watch me launch the game several times, so that's exciting content. This is what half development time is just watching this Mojang screen. Right. No, I just loaded the same world again. It's gonna crash again. I'm mad at myself. Don't do that. God damn it. It didn't crash. No, it crashed. God. Fuck. Right. Don't open that world. Yeah, that camel has gone into a black hole and it's killed me. I don't know why that crashed. I'm just looking again. There's no reason for that to crash that I can see. I'm sure there is a reason. Maybe it's something completely different. Right, new world. And it won't crash on me. Good. Right. Okay. Let me find another desert. Locate biome desert. Go. Welcome to the desert. Right, camel. Do I risk showing you off the other thing? I guess I will. Right, if this crashes, I'm gonna be mad. But let me grab a banner. And then you can give them... Yeah, there we go. You can give them a banner. Now someone can't sit in the back anymore, but you got a banner. So that's kind of fun. That's about it. Again, I don't know if we're going to keep that or anything. It's kind of silly, but I like it. Now the other feature is to have llamas, actually. I haven't tested this in a while, so I hope it still works. Oh, yeah, there we go. They follow camels now. So in the same way that you can make a llama train, you can make a llama/camel train. Which is kind of fun. I like that. Again, it's one of those things, no one's ever going to use it. But it's fun. There's a lot of features like that in Minecraft where things are cool, but you're never going to use them. I think you can do it with multiple camels, actually. Again, I have not tested this in a while. Give him a saddle. No, I don't think you can. I think I wanted you to be able to, but I think there was a technical reason it wasn't working. Something to do with the AI that the camels use. I'll probably have another look at that because that would be cool. But yeah, that's camel stuff. You can also put chests on them, but apparently that's crashing me at the moment, so we're not going to do that. Anything else that's worth showing off? Not really. All right, so let's make some changes to the world. So let's add this model here for the aloe vera. So let's grab that model, which I have there. I'm just gonna copy and paste it into my code. Where am I? Assets, models, block. Let's get aloe vera. That's not right. Then we can put in the texture, which I also have here. Makes it this was a placeholder texture. I actually quite liked it. Why is that in capitals? Let's see if I can hot reload this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Where's some aloe vera? Over here. Gotta wait for it to do a little thing before I can start reloading it. That should do it. Right, see if that works. If not, I'm gonna restart the game, which is not fun for me. No, okay, I'm gonna restart the game. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. Then after I put this model in, I have some new blocks to add. A pro tip if you're making textures. So this aloe vera texture here is 32 by 32. You don't want that. You always want a 16 by 16 texture. And Max is going to change this. Like he said here, this was a placeholder. The reason why, and you'll see, is the particles that come off the block will be scaled really weird if it's 32 by texture. So you always want 16. You can probably do a fix somewhere for that, but it's just easier. Why didn't that work? Because I didn't set the block state, maybe? That would help. What's the mess of block state files I have here? I do have block state. Why is that not working? Aloe vera, because I called it aloe vera 4. It can just be aloe vera. No, I'll rename it 4. That makes sense. I've started trying to use more folders for my things. Models, block, aloe vera. This could be aloe vera 4 because it's got growth stages. Now see if that hot reloads. We don't have renewable dead bushes. I think that's something we've talked about. I don't think we settled on a definitive, yes, this is what we're going to do sort of thing. Or if it's something we even want. I mean, we could just like make a recipe of them out of sticks or something. Or, okay, gotta restart the game again. Or maybe, I don't know, you burn what are they called? The little bushes, azalea bush. To get a dead bush, I don't know. No, I gotta put it in the fucking folder. I'm bad at this. Okay, I was just saying I was using folders, and I just noticed I used the folder here in this little list. So I can pop that in there. Restart the game. A berry that gives you blindness. I would want it to have another use. Maybe it could, of course, just brew blindness potions or something. But you don't really often just want to add a negative thing into the game. You'd want it some way to either make it positive or to have another use or yeah, something. I don't know if just a blindness. Berries are liked by foxes. Yeah, I don't know what you would do there, to be honest. Blindness foxes. Maybe you could maybe it's not blindness, maybe it's deafness, and it stops you hearing sounds. But then you can like splash potion that onto a warden, and then the warden can't track you for like 10 seconds or something. I don't know. Why didn't this work again? This is what I get for doing things live. Unable to load model, Biome Makeover, file not found, models block, aloe vera, 4.json. Models block, aloe vera, 4.json. Huh? Biome Makeover block, aloe vera. I spelled something wrong. Reference from Biome Makeover, aloe vera, age equals 0, file not found. Huh? I just rebuild it. This is just some of those quirks. It just sometimes I think it should work, but it's just decided that it hates me. It can't be my fault. It's always someone else's. Very stuff like that fitting in the deep dark. Sometimes that's true, but I think a problem a lot of mods have is they put everything to do with one thing related in one area. So then there's no reason to travel because you're just like, okay, I got all my deep dark stuff in the deep dark. I'm good to go. But if you put, say, those berries in the nether or, I don't know, in like a cave somewhere, then that encourages a bit more gameplay and you get a bit more value out of your simple little mechanic. So it's often a good thing to think about, which is a bit of a problem for Biome Makeover, because we're adding everything to one biome. So if we want to add like a more deep mechanic, we either have to add something to a different biome, or we add it to a previous makeover, and it just gets, it's a little bit out of our rule set, our very arbitrary rules that we haven't ever laid out. Tar pits would be interesting. I don't know. It's tar pits would be cool. Are tar pits in deserts? I thought they were more like a swampy thing. Maybe I'm just thinking of like peat bogs, and we've already got peat. I guess tar pits could be anywhere, really, couldn't they? I don't know what tar is. Actually, what is tar? Why is this game not loading? Why is the game crashing now? It's just crashing on load. How did it break this badly? What? Why is... I'm getting some really dumb crashes right now. Why does it happen when I'm streaming? Ah! Okay, if this doesn't work, I gotta run a command that takes like 10 minutes to work. And that's annoying. But I can do some other things while that happens. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay, I have to run a command, which I gotta find because I forgot what it is. It's Gradle clean, refreshed peanut. Why does that happen now? Alright, I gotta run a little command, which takes like 10 minutes, so I'm going to run that, and then I'm gonna work on adding some other blocks while that happens. So here are all my blocks. All my blocks here. So I want to add some decorative blocks, as I said I would on that piece, on the text on the screen. So let's add those in here for now. So we want... So I got some blocks added. So simple ones is the... So we got some sandstone. So we want chiseled smooth sandstone and cracked sandstone and sandstone brick. Okay. So let's add just sandstone brick for now. We want to... Do I want to register? I want to register items. Is it sandstone brick or bricks? Let's say brick for now. UP block properties. Now I want the same properties as sandstone. Should do that by default. Which is... I'm in the wrong class. Sandstone has strength of 0.8. It's got base drum. I'm just going to copy all of this for now. Yeah, okay. Right, and that should add sandstone brick. That's going to have stone slab stairs stuff. I'm going to do that later because they're a bit more work. And then we add a block state for it, and it's just a basic block, so we can use the ancient paints as a template. Actually, before I continue, I want to make sure I'm in the wrong class again. Bricks. That's bricks. Is like stone. It is stone bricks with an S. Okay, that's important. That's stone bricks. Yeah, Skulltails was actually originally for sort of an instrument thing, but it didn't work out. Or at least it's one idea we had for it. The leaves, that's fine, yeah. No, it's not. Goddamn. Barrel cake, no, that's a cross. Give me black terracotta bricks, that's what I need. Just say sandstone bricks. That's model of the block, a model of the item. Then that's all I need there. So now I need a loot table for it. Is that fine? Yeah, that's fine. Sandstone bricks. I had this automated at one point, but then I lost my automation. Blocks. So that's loot table. Then I need recipe for later. Tags I'll also do later. Actually, I can add some lang as well, which is the translation. This needs to be sorted better. Block by making sandstone. We have an idea for a scarab, Jack. I don't know if it's gonna make it in, but we've got an idea for one. That sandstone brick's done. How's this command doing? Command is still 25% through. That's annoying. So let's add another block. What are we doing? So another block I have is chiseled smooth sandstone. Or cracked sandstone. Let's say it's cracked sandstone bricks. That's easy. Cracked. Cracked. Is cracked slang everywhere? Like you say something's cracked and it means it's good? Or is that just here? I never know. I'm old. I'm nearly 30. Kind of. That's good. Cracked sandstone bricks. Add it in here. My block go. There they are. You like any idea that would add arthropods? I think it was a mistake for them to make the Curse of Arthropods enchantment without many arthropods. Because it kind of made them have to have some. Did I put the texture in for the sandstone bricks? I think I did. God damn, I need a better system for this. Too much scrolling. Block. Item. Then the texture. I don't think I did add the texture. Texture's block. So cracked sandstone bricks, that there. Sandstone bricks there. Pop that in. Why is that taking so long? There we go. I don't think we were going to add scorpions. I think the scuttler was supposed to be sort of a cross between like a scorpion and like a lizard. And I don't... Like, scorpions probably have to be hostile. And I don't really want hostile animals that are just out in the day. Spawn in the day, that sort of thing. It's kind of annoying. It's just an annoying thing to have something attack you during the day. Sandstone bricks. So the next one is another sandstone. So I've got cracked sandstone, chiseled smooth sandstone, chiseled smooth sandstone. I think there was another one. I think I was using a vanilla texture, but I don't remember. But let's add the chiseled smooth sandstone. Make second fusion of snake and scorpion, but switch parts. Snakes are interesting. Just because they're crazy. Was it chiseled smooth sandstone? You can just say anything's an arthropod, and if anyone complains, tell them too bad. I struggle spelling the word chiseled. Sandstone. Models, block. I should have all these at once, probably. Hello, Anukalia. It's a name I cannot pronounce. You're welcome. Textures block. Actually, I want to check on the crack. Yes, it's the wrong name. There you go. Then chiseled smooth sandstone. Sandstone, good job, Max. Chiseled smooth sandstone goes in there. Then the last thing for these ones is the loot table. We've just done all these like one by one. That would have been easier. Cool. This thing's 75% done. Customizing shulker boxes is a good idea, actually. I've never thought of that. We do, like I said, we have an idea for scarabs, and we do have a use for what they will drop. But I don't want to say too much about that one. Now, I have some more textures to do, and that is some gilded lapis. So I've got some textures. This doesn't zoom in very well, it looks blurry, but there's a gilded lapis block, and then there's some different variants upon that, which all look very good. Have you thought about adding quicksand? Not really. Quicksand is kind of cliche, in a way. Other mods can add the quicksand. I think we're fine without it. I think we've got enough without the quicksand. Alright, okay, I can now finally launch the game. And hopefully that will work. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 new lapis blocks. They're all gilded lapis, so it's like you put gold around your lapis, and you get some gilded lapis. Because lapis is not a block that you use. It's been not crash on me for no reason again, or I'm going to be annoyed. Because the whole point of the stream is to show off things, and if I can't launch the game, I think it's going to work though. Hey, there it is. And I think that aloe vera is also going to work, judging by the little bit of the console I just saw there. Hey, it did. I got to adjust like the lighting on that, I think, a little bit. It's a little bit dark in the middle there. But there's that model. That'll be fixed up soon, but it's in. So the new blocks I just added are here. Sandstone bricks, cracked sandstone bricks, chiseled smooth sandstone. Let's go like onto the grass here. This kind of reminds me of stone bricks in a good way. Oh, they're different enough. That's good. Yeah, I like that. So that's sandstone bricks. Then we got cracked sandstone bricks, which are very cracked. And then chiseled smooth sandstone, which did not work, but it worked here. That's Sans Undertale. Max, I haven't looked at this t-shirt. Max put Sans Undertale on there. I gotta fix that real quick. What's happening there? I haven't seen that texture. That's really funny. That's how chiseled wrong somewhere. Unable to load. Missing model. What did I name the model wrong? Oops. Is that spelled right? That's what it's named. What did I do wrong? It's also not meant to be all textures, but whatever, I'll fix that later. I want to see Sans Undertale. What did I spell wrong? That's the model still. Why is that? God damn it. Box Oats. How's that still the model? Did I not make a box state? I didn't make a box state for it. That makes sense. I can't believe you gave me a Sans Undertale texture. That's really funny. That's good. I like that. I don't know if it's meant to, I assume it's meant to look like Sans Undertale. Here it is. Or if it's just meant to be a skull. I hope it is. Cause it'd be really funny if it wasn't meant to be that, and he just tried to make a skull texture, and it was just Sans Undertale. God damn it. Hurry up. Yep, that's Sans Undertale. Great. Okay. This is supposed to be Sans Undertale. I hope it is. But there you go. Good. Yeah, I like these sandstone blocks. The worst texture in the game is actually a cracked brick. It's the cracked nether brick. I hate this texture. It's terrible. Look at these terrible. Why are the cracks just black? Looks like someone scribbled over it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, I like the sandstone brick. That works really well, actually. Now, the chiseled smooth sandstone is supposed to have a different top texture, like this. But I'm going to do that later. Because I don't want to bore you too much. And I believe we want a texture, a block that just has this texture, the bottom texture, all around it as well. And not like the lip on the normal sandstone. But I will also add that later. That's really good, though. I like that. Alright, so I want to add those lapis blocks now. So let's add all of those. So these are a bit more complicated blocks. So the first one's just gilded lapis. So let's get this. What's a lapis block called? Is it just called a lapis block? Or is it called a lapis lazuli block? Or is it lapis block? It's called a lapis block. Okay, and I need this. Yeah, I can't remember what we were going to call it. He has it in a document somewhere that I didn't read it. Okay, I'm just going to call it gilded lapis for now. Should I call it gilded lapis block? I guess I'll call it gilded lapis block. Because it is a gilded lapis block, not a gilded lapis. So, there you go, you get that. You get that treatment, and this has these properties. It's got strength of 3 on both of those. What's happening there? Properties 3, delete all of this. What's this complaining about setting? Oh, okay, that's fine. And this needs another thing. Cool. Go to lapis. Then we have a gilded lapis pillar. Gilded lapis. I'm going to remove the block from these ones. Gilded lapis pillar. It's no longer a block, it's a pillar. Gilded lapis pillar. And then there's gilded lapis tiles. And then there's gilded lapis trim. That's what he called it. Tiles and trim. So the block's just a block. The pillar is a T-pillar block. I believe the tiles are just blocks, and then trim can also be a pillar. Okay. Now I need block states for all of those. So regular blocks can just have a standard one. Is it called tile or tiles? I'm just gonna call it tile. Call it tiles, yeah. It should just be tile. And then the other ones are pillars, like logs. So we got gilded lapis pillar. And we call this... Oh, I gotta make these goddamn things. Gilded lapis pillar horizontal. Gilded lapis pillar. Gilded lapis pillar horizontal. And the other one was the gilded lapis trim. Cool. So that's all the block states. Now we need the block models, which is the more complicated one. I might actually put these in a gilded lapis folder because I want to be organized. Oops. Okay, so let's grab a log and change that to gilded lapis pillar. Change these so the end is going to be, what has he named it? Gilded lapis pillar top, makes sense. And gilded lapis pillar side. Then the other one is a trim. Then actually the tile also gets a top texture as well. Could red sand also receive? Maybe. Why do mods that are not related to new update have to be updated 20? So the problem is they change a lot more than just what you see in the update. There's a lot of back end changes, and a lot of them are for the better, which is why a lot of people complain that there's no changes in this update, blah blah blah. They do a lot in the back end, and a lot of it actually does really help mod developers. You just don't hear about that because it's not very exciting. And you need to there's a lot of changes basically. Gilded lapis block. We could probably do the red sandstone. I didn't even think of that. It would make sense. There's no reason not to. Just do a recolor. So I've got the models for the blocks. Now I need the items, which are a bit more annoying, but it is what it is. Gilded lapis block. This is gilded lapis. No, gilded underscore lapis. Slash gilded lapis. Did I call it block? I hope I did. I did. I can't find my gilded lapis block. We make this gilded lapis pillar. Then we turn off the goddamn weather. Good lapis pillar. After this, I can test them out. Good lapis pillar, good lapis trim. And gilded lapis tile. Right, so I've probably made some mistakes somewhere, but I'm going to launch the game and see if we got our new blocks. Because these are supposed to look really good. But I'm sure I've screwed them up somewhere. If they don't make those changes, could you play some mods created for 1.19 or 1.20? Sometimes there are updates that you can. For example, 1.20 to 1.20.1. I believe most mods work, and I think some mods work on 20.2. I haven't done a lot of testing on that myself. It has happened in the past between major updates. But I can't. But not normally between major updates they do a lot of changes. But in theory, some mods do work. Some that touch very specific things. Like I believe mod menu, the fabric mod that just adds the mod menu, often works between updates. That might be not true. I don't actually know, but I think that's true. But it's just basically internal changes force us to change. Where are my lapis blocks? Okay, they didn't work somewhere. Damn it. What did I do wrong? Well, none of them worked. Why? I didn't put in the textures. I don't think that would do it. I also didn't make the horizontal models. I gotta put in the textures. If I don't give them textures, there ain't no textures. Where did I put the models? Models block, gilded lapis. Oh, I should put these in a folder as well. Ah. Cool. And then we put in the textures in the block folder in a new folder called Gilded Lapis. Cool. Then I gotta make the horizontal ones before I forget. Do I have a log? I do. Gilded lapis pillar. Horizontal. I need a gilded lapis trim. Gilded lapis trim horizontal. Pillar gets these textures. And the trim gets these textures. Right, who wants to bet this is not going to work? Nothing ever works first time. So this is the second time. So there's a chance it'll work. But how much of a chance, I don't know. I'd say there's probably a 70% chance of it working, 30% chance it doesn't. I'm pretty confident on that. But 30% chance is still a pretty big chance that it doesn't work. I love the Biome Makeover mod. I love the vanilla style approach to it. Thank you. Thank you. We try to keep within vanilla. It does help that Mojang is kind of increasing the definition of vanilla recently, which gives us a lot more range of things to try out, which I appreciate. Okay, kind of 50% worked. All right, let's see what we got. So we have our Gilded Lapis pillar. It's kind of nice, and that should go sideways. Yes, it does. We have our Swedish flag. Perfect. Now this is mostly working. Actually, I think that's correct. I might see if we can get a line down here as well, so it looks like it's like on the corner. This is a slightly different type of tile, so it's sort of a tile for the walls here, and you got a different tile on the top, which looks like that. It could also maybe be rotated at some point. We'll have to... It's a pain to build with at that point. We get these blocks here. I kind of like it. It's pretty good. You'd have to use it subtly. It wouldn't be a full floor thing or a full wall thing. You'd want to subtly have that. And then the trim here has no top. But that's there. That looks good. You can use that as a trim around. And this should also rotate sideways, so you can have similar pillars. Oops. Like that. Pretty cool. And then the Gilded Lapis block hasn't worked at all. So about 50% success rate on that. Let's find out what's wrong. So the Gilded Lapis block is looking for the Gilded Lapis block texture, which is just called Gilded Lapis. I'm going to rename the texture. That will do that, Gilded Lapis block. And then the trim, the top texture on that, is we're looking for Gilded Lapis trim. Gilded Lapis. Is that just using a lapis top? Is that what it's supposed to do? I think I'm just meant to use the top lapis block for that, so that's fine. Models block. Gilded Lapis block. Trim, and this is going to use the end uses Minecraft. Let's guess this is called Lapis block on both of these. Let's see if that works. Mojang have recently adding features a few years ago wouldn't be called vanilla. They've made the range of vanilla way bigger with archaeology and other features. Yeah, I agree, and I think they're all really good changes. Or for the most part, at least. I think that sort of started, you could probably say as early as 1.14, when they kind of got the new art style with the new textures. And then 1.15 kind of added the bees, which is kind of the first, like, new-looking mob. But 1.16 is really when they came into a lot of that with the whole nether upgrade. And then, of course, the big cave update in was it 17 and 18, or 18 and 19, whatever it was. Did a lot of changes in that regard as well. Yeah, I really like the scale. The new craft is really interesting. Adding the ability to just automatically craft things is really cool. And I like all the new copper blocks. Like I think Minecraft's in a really good state. I thought there was a lot of whining about what Mojang is doing. I think Mojang's doing a really good job at what they're doing. People complain about Mojang all the time, but I think people should shut the fuck up. Honestly. Alright, here we go. So we got my Gilded Lapis block here. Looking good. We got my Sans Undertale block here still. It makes me laugh. Very cool. We have the pillar block, which can be placed on the side, of course. We have the tile block, which has a different tile on the side and the top. And we have our gilded lapis trim, which I didn't get. There it is. And which you can also place on the side. Does make you wonder where would the gilded lapis blocks we found in the context of this? Well, maybe we'll find out at some point. Not today, though. Pumpkin Spice Studios is not happy with something. I don't really care, though. And then, yeah, they've been trying new things, taking inspiration from some mods and expanding their art style. Yeah, the new art style sort of is great. I like everything. You can craft them, yes. And you might be able to find them somewhere, but I don't know yet. Don't know. We'll see. One thing I would like them to improve is rabbits. They're awful. I look how bad this animation is, say, compared to the frog. It's just... there's no competition. It's just the frog. No, none of them are moving now. But you get the idea. I missed the jump, but you get the idea there. Blocks look beautiful. When can we expect the new Biome Makeover? I don't have a release date, and we're not going to give one. The reason for that is when we were working, it's been a while since we did the duck forest, we kind of got real burnt out because we were like trying to get videos out, we were trying to like get to a deadline, we were trying to do it as fast as we can, and we don't want to do that again. It kind of screwed us over for 2 years, just not really wanting to work on the mod. So we're slowing down. We'll see. Can we get an ungilded regular lapis block, so like a smooth lapis block? It could be something to do, yeah. Like the one without the trim here. It used to be like that before, like I want to say 1.6, something like that. It used to just be a flat block, then they added the trim to it, which was, it was controversial at the time. Rabbits feel alright to me, but use the rabbit hide can feel. I think rabbits functionally are pretty fine, but like, look at this guy. It's just, what's he doing? he needs a bit of an AI rework. And they just end up killing themselves because they die if they fall like 6 blocks. And they just jump off cliffs. It's you know, like, look at it. What's going on? The model's alright. I think just animations could do some improvements as well as AI. So we got our blocks in. We got Sans Undertale for some reason. Yeah, very cool. So there's still a few things I'll need to do with these blocks. I gotta work out what tags they need. I gotta add the loot tables for them. I gotta add the translations to them. I didn't do that for these ones. But overall, that is pretty good. Pretty happy. These are cool. They got, it's like a split in quarters thing going on here. But yeah, I like these blocks. They're different. The other gilded block you have is the gilded blackstone, which is more of a world jetty sort of thing. Is it a brick? Does it go with the bricks? I know it's in the bastions. I guess it's part of the brick set. Is it? Kind of. No, not really. No, it is just a blackstone, isn't it? Yeah. But this is like a more ornamental thing. Yeah. People, about Mojang announcing things and people complaining when they're not in there, and then complaining that they don't announce a lot of things. I'm a big Mojang defender these days. I think there's a lot they can do to improve, but, you know, leave Mojang alone. They're fine. It's not a, oh, spoiled kids. I paid like $10 for this game like 15 years ago. I've got my value out of it. And people complaining that they didn't get the fireflies, literally who cares? be interesting to have new dungeons of Sandstone blocks. We'll see, we'll see. We've got more features planned that you haven't seen. There's more features in the game that you haven't seen. I haven't shown off everything that we've implemented. I'm keeping it close to the chest a little bit. But for those who weren't here at the start, I'll show you off the mob that we added, the Dust Devil, who's still very much a work in progress. There's a big feature of the Dust Devil that's not in yet. And he's a little Vex LA type of guy. They have a little tornado under them, and they're a hostile mob. So they will attack you if I head into survival mode. He will have a look at me, he'll raise up his arms and summon a larger tornado. And he'll come and attack me. And I really like how these guys look. These are like the newest thing we've been working on. They don't actually damage you yet. They just give you a hug, which is very nice of them. They kind of, yeah, they'll be fun to fight. They do have a use that I'm not going to tell you, but they do have a use. So before I end, there's a little bug. Is this a nighttime mob? It is a nighttime mob. They'll spawn at night. I think I do have them spawning at night, actually, if I... Oop. You might get a few popping up at night. Let's give myself night vision. That's when I spawned. And I honestly don't remember if I made them spawn already. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know, maybe I didn't make them spawn yet. I honestly don't remember. These here, if you missed it, are the succulents. These are all placeholder textures and models, so they're not going to look like this necessarily. They might look similar, but not the same at least. There's currently 3 types of them. We're going to have a couple more at least. And you can place them in the block, in the corners of any block, like this. And you can mix and match them to be exactly how you want. So there's no specific way you need to place them. Just a little decorative plant. They'll look a little bit better than that. You don't have to type 0 and true. Yeah, I know. The reason I do 0 and true is because you get the hide particles, and I hate the particles. And I need the 0 for that. So I like the hide particles. So I want to fix a little bug, and then I'll probably end the little stream here. So there's a bug with the Dust Devil spawn egg, or sorry, with the Dust Devil itself. If it's on a tinted block, such as this, the particles are just grey. The particles don't get tinted. So there's a little tiny bug there that I want to try fix. So to do that, I have to go into my particle, which what do they call it? Terrain? I think I just called it... What do I call it? I did this like 2 days ago. Why don't I remember? A simple block is what I called it. Okay. Reach the particle type block option. Block particle. What do they do here? Wait, did I just do this wrong? What do they do? Oh, here. Duh. No, wait, what? What have I done? Did I just not do that? I've confused myself. What did I do? Level particle. Simple terrain particle. Is this not being used? Oh, okay. I'm dumb. Okay, I got it. So I want to tint this to the right color, and I don't know why it's not. So let's see what the terrain particle does. The normal vanilla terrain particle, which is this here. So it specifically doesn't tint the grass block. I actually have a feature for this, I think. So let me simply... Well, let's take all the color things here. Oh, I already have that, but okay. So if the state is, I think it's in Tunifa tags, the block particle exception. I did this ages ago. State level bolus. All right, that's it. That's the whole bug fix. Let's see if that will work. I think there's probably a better way to do this. I think Fabric now has it built in, which is what was blocking it before. Is that going to load up? Come on. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the right color particles. Simple fix. Yeah, fun little mob. So, thank you all for watching. I think I'm going to end it there. How long's it been? About an hour 20. That's about as long as I can stream. To be honest, I'm too ADHD to stick around for longer than that. What we did today is I basically just showed off a lot of the features. There's still things. Here's a little camel. Here's a banner on him. Good for him. Basically just added these blocks here. I am curious if this is meant to be Sans Undertale or not. I'm 90% sure he just drew a Sans Undertale for me. But yeah, these lapis blocks, which are looking really good. I gotta finish those off. I'll do some of the more boring stuff off stream here. Join our Discord if you want to keep up to date. I'll occasionally post screenshots and, see what's up. The link to that is in the description for the Discord there. You can subscribe to this channel. You'll get notified when I stream and all that. Yeah, that's about it. Just check out the mod for the current update. There's a few changes in there that you might like. And yeah, I'll see you at some point. Goodbye, everybody.